Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lindsay.
Shawty tryna get that bread right in the club every night. Shawty wanna live this fast life. I pray that you got your head right in the club.
I'm kidding, but welcome back to my channel. In today's video, basically, I'm not gonna do my skincare routine, but I'm just gonna go over some tips and tricks with you guys on how I maintain my skin. Not that anybody asked, but here we are. All right, so I'm gonna go over some tips and tricks with you guys about like what I use for my skin and things like that. And I'm also gonna go over like the vitamins that I use just to keep me healthy and just to basically make sure everything is flowing right, because as a woman you have to make sure that everything is flowing right, if you know what I mean. All right, so we're gonna start with my skincare. Growing up, I've always had like pretty sensitive skin, so I found a product that finally worked for my skin, and once I found it, I kind of just stuck with it because I've noticed that certain products just are not for everybody's skin, and I have a very oily skin. You guys probably can't tell because it doesn't look oily right now, but I do have very oily skin. So with that being said, I had to find products that were non-comedogenic, which means they wouldn't clog my pores. I'm in no way, shape, or form a dermatologist, and I'm not telling anybody, hey, go out and buy Cerave or go out and buy these things, but these are the things that work for me. So to start off, I use Cerave's, oh, we won't focus. Oh, okay. So I use Cerave's foaming facial cleanser to wash my face, and it's non-comedogenic, it's fragrance free, and it has niacinamide in it, nia something in it, and this is supposed to help calm the skin, especially during like when the seasons are changing and stuff like that. Skin can go through a lot of different things. Like when the seasons are changing, my skin goes into metamorphosis mode, which means I start peeling really bad, and I really feel like I'm just peeling off my tan that I got in the summertime because I be looking real pale, but you know, that's the way life goes. But yeah, I use the foaming facial cleanser. That's the first thing I use when it comes to my facial and skincare routine. I stopped using washcloths to wash my face because washcloths can be kind of harsh on the skin. So I no longer use washcloths to wash my face. Plus, I found that they weren't getting me the deepest clean that I probably needed. So I use this Foreo. It's a little vibrating type of thing, and it has bristles on it, and I just kind of rub around my face in circular motions and make sure that I'm getting deep off in there and really just taking care of all the dirt and all that stuff. I also interchange between these two. Actually, this is my CeraVe Acne Foaming Facial Cleanser. If the camera will focus, I swear I'm not lying, that is the name, but the camera just won't focus. There it goes. This is my CeraVe Acne Foaming Facial Cleanser. This cleanser has 4% benzoyl peroxide, which works best for me. Some people prefer to use salicylic acid when their skin is breaking out, but benzoyl peroxide works best for me because it's not as harsh and abrasive. So I use this, but I only use this when I'm sensing breakouts or around that time of the month when my skin is the most vulnerable. And I also use this on my back because I have back acne. Yes, I suffer from chronic back acne. There it is. I've told my secret. Just kidding. But yeah, I do use that on my back. Upon cleansing my face and getting out of the shower, normally I do this in the mornings. I don't do this step at night. But I use Mario Badescu. And the only thing I use Mario Badescu for is for the facial spray. It's kind of like a toner. Toners don't really work with my skin, but in the summertime, this really works good for me because it keeps my skin hydrated. It keeps it very hydrated. This is the one with aloe, herbs, and rose water. The one with cucumbers did not work for me, but this one with the aloe, the herbs, and the rose water really worked wonders when it came to evening out my skin tone and calming down my skin. After I wash my face and I put my toner on, I typically go in with a couple of serums, and I have a serum for the morning time and I have a serum for the nighttime. Okay, so I'm back. I thought somebody was knocking at the door. Guess I'm just crazy. Okay, but anyways, I use a couple of serums, one for the morning and one for the nighttime. The serum that I use in the morning is a hyaluronic acid. It's by The Ordinary. I just got this serum from Ulta. Let me see if I could show y'all. Yeah, I got this one from Ulta. It's by The Ordinary. Basically, that one just helps my skin. I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of just got it because I hear that hyaluronic acid is supposed to be good for your face. I don't know what it's helping with, but yeah, to be announced. We'll figure that out. But anyways, at nighttime I use lactic acid. I'm almost out of this one. It's 10% lactic acid, and it's basically a peeling formula. And what this one does is this one just helps to peel off all of my dead skin. And this is also by The Ordinary. If I'm experiencing problems with dead skin, I'll like go to this one and use it just to peel away that layer of the dead skin cells. After I did all the serums and used all of the facial cleansers and got my face all squeaky clean, then I have to moisturize because you can't be outside looking ashy. It's the wintertime, sis. You gotta put some lotion on that skin. So in that regard, I use 2 different lotions for my face, and one of them is by Mario Badescu and the other one, you can guess, is by Cerave. So the lotion that I use in the morning is the Cara Moisturizer by Mario Badescu, and it really just makes my skin really smooth, and it allows me to go through the day without feeling like I'm ashy or I'm crusty. Like, it makes me feel comfortable to know that I'm not walking around here with flakes falling off my face. This is what it looks like. It comes in this small bottle. I don't know if they make it in bigger size, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I've had this since I moved out of my apartment in July. I've had this since June, and I still have, let me show you guys, I still have that amount left. Like, it's like up here. I've only used like this much, so I feel like a little goes a long way in that regard. And then I have CeraVe. This is salicylic. This is salicylic ash. This is salicylic acid lotion. I did say before that I do not use salicylic acid on my face, but this one is accompanied with vitamin D, and it's CeraVe, and I trust anything that CeraVe puts their name on because CeraVe has worked for my skin since I was in high school. I believe I was like 16 when I started using CeraVe. I'm 23 now, so I've consistently stuck with the brand, and this actually has improved because I was suffering for a minute with textured skin, not necessarily bumps or pimples, but I had textured skin, meaning that it was like little fine bumps. I would get fine bumps on my cheeks or like fine bumps on my forehead sometimes, and this has definitely helped rid a lot of those fine bumps. And it doesn't have that much salicylic acid in it, but this is what I use at night before I go to bed because it's just it's supposed to be a renewing lotion, and your skin goes through a lot of different renewals and, you know, rebuilding when you go to sleep. So that is what I use at night to moisturize my face so I won't be ashy in my sleep. And then in terms of facial mask, I've never been really big on facial masks because a lot of masks I feel like just don't have the natural ingredients in them. A lot of them have parabens and dyes and just things that are just not healthy for your skin. So I finally found a mask that was pretty natural because you kind of mix it yourself. I prefer to mix mine with water, simply because apple cider vinegar breaks me out. But you can mix it with apple cider vinegar or water. This is the Aztec Indian Healing Clay Mask. And this is the mask that I use on my face. And I use this mask. It's supposed to be once a week, but I probably say I use it like once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, you know. But I still use it. And I've had this for like a year and some change, and I still have a good amount of it left. And my mom, she uses it a lot now, so I would have had more than this, but you know, sis just want her skin to be right too, and I feel it. But this is definitely the best mask I've ever used in trying to use masks. I've experimented with different masks before, like you can get the little mask packets at Walmart or Target. I've experimented with different masks before, and by far this is the best one that I've used, and it's definitely the most natural, and it basically helps just draw all the impurities out of the skin. So that is finally it for my facial care. I know that was a lot, but I do run through those routines every day just because I want to keep my skin looking nice. I did suffer with, well, I never suffered with acne, but in my 12th grade year of high school, I went through a phase where I guess I was ingesting too much biotin, and my skin just literally flipped out on me. Like, it was like, girl, like I'm about to act a fool, and it acted a whole fool for a whole year. So when I went to the doctor and like got lab tests done and stuff like that, I was able to find out what I was allergic to, what would trigger my skin, and what type of products I needed to use. So I just have stuck with the same routine since finding out. Now, another thing that I've noticed is very important too is, of course, what you put in your body is important, but the type of vitamins that you take, as well as your water intake. I have it's not in here, but I have a big pink water bottle. It's a 32 ounce. And water is definitely essential. It is one of the most important things when it comes to trying to have healthy, clear skin. So this water bottle, the 32 ounce water bottle, I try to drink at least 2 of those a day. I try. But see, now I drink cucumber water, and cucumber water makes you go to the bathroom a little bit more than, like, to the bathroom, not the, ooh, excuse me, not the number 2, but like the number 1. So y'all won't think I'm nasty. But yeah, so I do go to the bathroom a lot more drinking that. So like sometimes I just be like, I'm not gonna drink 2 a day, like today. I also don't drink juice. I'm not big on juice. The only juice I can drink, and I could drink the whole container of it, is cranberry juice. I love cranberry juice. But with that being said, I take vitamins as well. And I'll go over more about my routines and stuff when I do, because I'm going to do a video like of actually me doing these things and going over my night routine and what I use for the shower and what I use to keep smelling good all day and stuff like that, because that's also important. But the vitamins I take, number 1, I take cranberry pills. This is not normally the brand that I get. I got these from the vitamin shop because the brand that I normally get, I could not order them at the time. But I take cranberry pills. These are only 400 milligrams. And if you don't know about cranberry pills are great for your urinary tract health. And they're also a good source of antioxidants. But I drink a lot of cranberry juice, so I really don't know why I take cranberry pills. I guess I'm just trying to double up. Be like that sometimes. I also take omega-7. Is sea buckthorn oil. This is 100 mgs. This is good for your skin, hair, and nail support. It's also good for your heart. It promotes heart health and healthy membranes, like cell membranes and stuff. Sea buckthorn oil is a really good type of vitamin to take. It does a lot of different things for your body as well as your hormonal health. So women, I encourage all women, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I do encourage all women to get them some omega-7, specifically this brand, because it does have that sea buckthorn oil in it. And it's worked wonders for me in a lot of different ways. In addition to that, I take maca, 500 mgs of maca, and maca supports overall nutrition, and it's also good for the female hormonal function. And this is the maca that I take. And I only take one of these a day because maca is pretty potent, so it doesn't cause for a lot. And I take folic acid or folic acid. I take 400 mcgs of folic acid. It's basically, folic acid is a vitamin B, and folic acid is really good for women in their childbearing years, because folic acid can be essential in, like, when you get ready to start having kids, your kids coming out healthy, your kids not having any health conditions, or you being healthy while you're trying to carry the kids. So just making sure that that's in your system, even though, like, I'm not trying to have kids right now, but you know, just making sure that I'm still building up those routines and having those nutrients in my body. And then lastly, this is not necessarily a vitamin, and I'll go over more of this when I do like my routine, like I said, when I actually go in the shower and like wash myself and show you guys how I get ready and stuff like that. But this is Cerave or Cerave or whatever. Like, I really want this one to zoom in because y'all need to see this. This right here, this, y'all, when I tell you, this is the real tea. It has aloe vera in it. It's a prebiotic and it's boric acid. This right here basically gets inserted inside of you if you're a woman, and it basically helps with your pH balance, with you making sure everything is staying right down there, because you know, sometimes as a woman it can get a little off, and it gets off quickly and easily, and you need to get it back on track quickly and easily. Ladies, I encourage all y'all to get this Cerave boric acid suppositories. That's it. I dropped the mic, period. No, I'm playing. But yeah, so I definitely would encourage getting those, because it'll definitely cut back on you taking trips to the doctor and stuff like that when it seems like something is wrong down there, because most of the times it's just a matter of a buildup of unhealthy things or like bacteria down there, and you just need to wash everything out. So it basically just cleans everything out from the inside. And those are all the vitamins that I take, and that was my skincare routine. And I'll be back with another video soon. Don't forget to like this video, hit the subscription bell, and turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified when I post more videos. And happy holidays.
You got your head right.